580, maybe you're on the wrong one. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Yes, here we are, straight hot off the presses. We are back with another motherfucking At the Pile with Ryan and Friends. Today I've got a special guest, Sammy Stunts. It's still Sammy Stunts, right?
It is, it is.
What's your last name, Sammy?
Turbo.
Turbo?
Turbo, yeah, it's Finnish.
That's very close to Turbo.
Yeah, actually.
You could be Sammy Turbo Stunts.
It could be.
You could be Turbo Stunts.
Open up a turbo shop, call it Turbo. Or Turbos.
Turvervobo? Holy shit. Well, anyways, we're back. This is part 2. This is episode 2 of At the Pile. We moved the pile inside because it's already 100 degrees outside, so we're still at the tire pile. We're still getting to know some of the guys out here in Phoenix, what's going on, so you can get to know the crew and the scene and that kind of thing. But we're going to do it inside because it's hot. It's real hot.
Definitely hot.
Let's get to know Sammy. Sammy, how old are you?
22 years old.
22?
22. Youngin'.
Wow.
Definitely a youngin'.
Old enough to have a mullet or what?
Dude, maybe. I got a nice blonde mullet for sure. For sure. You know, go wave it around every now and then. Maybe add some curls.
Oh yeah, you got them fresh lines cut in it, but you got them too soon. They growed out a little bit now.
The blonde hair kind of hides the lines in the mullet.
Amen.
It really does.
Amen. Where are you from?
I am from Massachusetts, kind of near the Worcester area, small, tiny town.
What area?
Worcester, Massachusetts area.
Worcester?
Worcester.
So it ain't like West, it's Worcester?
Worcester.
Worcester.
It's that East Coast accent, I guess.
Sauce on my Is that where Worcestershire sauce comes from?
Honestly, I have no idea. I thought that was like a foreign thing. Like from like,
yeah, English or something.
Like around London, maybe?
Somebody tell us where Worcestershire sauce comes from. But anyway, I'm sorry, you're from Worcest area.
Worcester, Massachusetts area. Tiny town of 3,000 people called Berlin, Mass.
Berlin?
Berlin, Mass, yep.
How many people, 3,000?
Yeah, like 3,000, 2,800 people, something like that.
I grew up in a tiny little town like that myself, out in the middle of nowhere. Anybody else stunt riding out there besides you?
No. Everyone was
horrible.
Like, I was kind of like 30 minutes from the Connecticut border. So a lot of my friends were either lived in like Connecticut or they were like different part of Massachusetts. Basically my whole riding group back in Mass was Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Mass, just all like combined into one really bad stunt spot.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good. It was fun.
Oh yeah, what'd you start out on?
I started out on a 92 FXR.
Oh yeah, the one you showed me earlier, right?
Yeah, it was clean.
That's what you learned to wheelie on or what?
No, the bike I learned to wheelie on was a 2007 KLX 125L.
Really?
Yep.
125L.
Yeah, so the
That's
big
a little bit. Oh yeah, bigger wheel, Grom motor, basically, right?
Basically bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own 3 of those actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Started out as a dirt bike kid or what?
Started out as a dirt bike kid. A lot of my friends when I was growing up were like into racing and stuff. I could never really do jumps. I went off a jump I built in my backyard. Messed my leg all up. I was like, screw this. I had a big long driveway when I was growing up, so I just did wheelies in my driveway. And that's basically where it all started. That's the bike I learned everything on.
How old were you then?
Like 14.
14?
13.
So you've been riding wheelies for what, 3 years now?
Probably been riding for like, I don't know, 9 years.
Yeah?
But like stunt riding, like really just focusing on stunt riding, 2 years, not even.
Yeah.
Almost.
You rode any competitions, anything like that?
I've done a couple stunt shows. Actually, I'm part of a stunt team called Stunter Society, and we do shows for like MCs out there. We do shows from Massachusetts to Rhode Island. Anything in between. Helps get our name out there. It's fun. We throw in our own stunt shows too as like a bike night thing. that's always a blast to do.
Yeah.
But I definitely like doing it for the MCs because they're fun. They like to party.
What do you do for work?
I'm currently not working right now, just going to school out here in
Well,
Phoenix.
you had a job.
I had a job. I lost it first day. Long story.
Short story, really.
Well, really short. Did really good until I was leaving, and then I backed into a street glide.
And that's how you lose your job at a shop really fast.
Really fast, within 9 hours.
9 hours? Yeah.
9 hours.
I'm guessing they didn't pay you for the day.
No, I owe money.
Brutal. You're going to MMI right now?
MMI right now.
How do you feel about that? How's it treating you?
Honestly, it's super easy. I really haven't really learned anything yet, to be honest. I got into the Harley scene, and then especially like trying to ride an FXR, it's always breaking.
Yep.
And I learned pretty quick through like a friend how to like work on bikes. And I just tore down my motor completely within the first year of owning the bike, rebuilt the motor, did absolutely everything to that bike. And that's where I kind of really learned how to work on bikes. MMI was kind of like an excuse for me to get out here. I've always wanted to move out here, and now I'm out here and I love it. Absolutely love it. Never going back to Mass, I'll tell you that.
I feel you. I just about everybody I know that moved out here. I came from cold Oregon, and you get out here and you're like, I ain't going back.
No.
Never would I go back. I love it out here. Phoenix is definitely where it's at. It gets hot in the summertime, but
For sure.
man, it's worth it because it's always sunny.
It's hard to keep up on bike maintenance. I do gotta say that.
You ride all the time.
Yeah. You don't get like a 4-month break to like
tear it down, go through your bike.
Stuff.
No, there's no off season really.
It
gets really cold for like 2 weeks in the wintertime, and I don't really fuck with that. I'd rather deal with the heat, but other than that, it's all the time. And then in the summertime, we're in other states riding too, so it doesn't really matter that much. What's your favorite movie, dude? Favorite movie of all time? Come on, you gotta have one too.
Favorite movie of all time?
You can really tell something about a man by his favorite movie.
Dude, I'm a big movie guy. So
you?
I don't watch shows, I watch movies.
All right.
I watch a movie a night.
What kind of movies do you like? What would be your favorite genre of movie for starters?
I like I don't know, I'm into like zombie movies. I'm into like action, comedy, sometimes a little bit of horror, in between. Watch a lot of movies, man. Classic one would probably be I like The Book of Eli. I like Tropic Thunder.
None of those are classics though.
Those are classics for me, man. I'm
Those
22 years old.
Those are like fucking brand new movies. Let's go. Let's get into some real old school shit.
Some classics, what would be the one where it's like these kids looking for like the pirate gold or whatever? Goonies. The Goonies for sure.
Pirate gold. The Goonies. Oh yeah. Filmed in Astoria, Oregon. My grandma used to live there.
Really?
Been to that house, been to that mountain, all that shit, yeah.
That is awesome.
It's pretty dope.
That is
Grand
awesome.
place to go. Astoria is a cool place to go. Go vacation there sometime. It's gloomy, but it's beautiful.
Is it Goonie?
Fucking Goonie as shit. Goonies. That'd be a good stunt team right there, the Goonies.
That actually would be a really good
yeah.
stunt team name.
Lot Goonies. You guys
Goonies.
feel free to use it. Don't put stunts on the end of anything.
Make it a sticker.
I really want, so Sammy Stunts, I've been trying to talk him into changing his Instagram name for a long time. I really think it should be Samuel Not Quite Jackson. That is fucking amazing. Made it up myself. And then they were talking about Sidewinder Stunts, right? Stunts.
Sidewinder Sammy.
Sidewinder Sammy, because Sammy likes to play with snakes and shit.
Yeah, we catching quite a bit of rattlesnakes.
That would move
out
me
here.
to I'm going to skip to the last question ahead of time. But what else do you do for fun?
So out here for fun, I'll go hiking, and then while I'm hiking, I go and catch rattlesnakes and scorpions.
Scorpions.
Big scorpion guy.
Fucking Massachusetts guy right there. Yeah?
I was just always into reptile. I was a weird kid. I feel like a lot of people who are in the bike scene were always into bikes. I was kind of I'm not gonna say a late bloomer, but I didn't really get into stunt riding until I was 19 years old. So before then I was into guns and snakes and reptiles and shit. And that's what I did
Were you out
a lot.
killing rubber bows and skinning them and drying them on a board?
No.
No?
No,
Oh
no,
man,
no.
we did that like a motherfucker growing up, trying to make belts and shit.
I actually had
Hard to do,
I had
incidentally.
python when I was growing up, like a 12-foot python. That thing bit the shit out of me multiple times, and that's what kind of like really got me into it. I've been bit millions of times by snakes. Not by a rattlesnake yet.
No,
hopefully not.
Rattlesnake kill you.
Yeah, I'll chop my finger off before I go do anything with that.
You have to have somebody suck the venom out. Hopefully it's on your pecker.
Right?
Oh man, when did you start doing that? Just a little bit ago, right? Just out f***ing around, caught a rattlesnake?
Yeah, since
You've been out, how many snakes have you caught out here?
I've caught 3 so far.
Rattlesnakes?
3 rattlesnakes so far.
Just snatch them up with your hands.
Yeah, the last one I caught was like probably 2 feet long, and I almost stepped on it.
Damn.
I was like probably a foot away from it. It was just coiled up right there.
I've been hiking and trail running out here pretty religiously for like 10 years, 13 years. And I've seen a rattlesnake one time, dude. And I was on a run and I ran right over the top of this big motherfucker. It was stretched out across the trail. There was a kid running behind me and I ran over the top of it and he started screaming snake. And I'm like, what the fuck? I looked back, I ran right over the top of a big ass rattlesnake. But it's kind of cold, so he was barely moving, you know, real slow.
Yes.
Massive motherfucker. Only time I've ever seen one though.
Dude.
And they're supposedly thick out here, but.
Yeah, no, they're like, I call it Snake Mountain. I forget where it is in Phoenix, probably like 5 minutes from my house, but dude, I just only find them up there. They're hidden, they're camouflaged. They don't rattle when you're like near them, unless you like step on them basically, or start like really poking them with a stick.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's kind of scary.
A lot more, and I'm just not noticing because
That's what I'm thinking.
Have you ever been up to, I think it's North Mountain right over here where all the Gila monsters are?
No.
Dude, in the summertime, that black part, the pit bike ride went up to the top of it one time, up that blacktop road up to the cell phone tower.
Yeah.
That blacktop road will be covered in Gila monsters during like breeding season, and they're out there fucking doing push-ups and shit. Ooh. It's gnarly.
Shouldn't have told me that.
It's a good spot. They're also poisonous. Arizona State lizard, reptile, something like that.
Yeah. There's 2 venomous lizards in the United States, and they both live in Arizona.
What's the other one?
Beaded lizard. See,
Beaded.
I told you, dude. I know like weird things like this.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's weird. It gets
Sammy
way bigger
Stunts,
than a Gila
he's
monster.
A herbologist or something like that. Whatever the fucking people are that deal with lizards. You ever keistered one before?
No, I have not.
No. That's when you know you're into something. What keeps you motivated? Why do you keep stunt riding? Why are you? How do you keep enjoying it? Because I mean, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and it's got to like new shit's got to pop off, or something's got to get me fired up again from time to time.
I like it for like the people. Number one, people. That's why I love stunt riding. It's because you make so many friends. I've traveled
all over the
place. Met tons of great people I would have never met without it. But I love learning new things personally, but I enjoy more teaching people and watching people do a trick that they've always wanted to do for the first time ever.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
It is a lot more satisfying. You see some kid scrape for the first time. You know?
Exactly.
They've been trying to help out. It's pretty dope.
Like skill level, it doesn't really matter to me. It's all in your attitude and basically how you are as a person.
Yep.
I taught 5 people last year how to hand drag, and now they're killing it. Taught a kid how to scrape, everything. It really doesn't matter to me.
I spent many Sundays out here teaching most of these kids how to stunt ride and shit, and just drilling it. It was fun, man. It was a good time. They all passed me up super fucking fast too.
Yeah. It's just funny just riding behind someone, just screaming at them to like scrape, scrape, scrape. They'll be like a foot away from scraping. You're like, you're that close, man. Yep. They just slowly keep on pushing it.
Just slow it down, drag that thing back a little bit.
And then they hit it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How many times you wrecked? Well, how many times you wrecked this month?
This month, 3 times so far this month. Looped out once so far this month. I've looped 3 times this year alone.
Bad ones.
Bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
Bad ones.
You got videos of that, right?
Oh yeah, I do. First time I actually met my friend Becca was at East Coastin', and I was doing a knee knocker, jumped up to a seat stander and jumped back down for a knee knocker, and I missed the brake and just bike went right over and just landed right on my chest.
Oh my God.
Held on the whole way.
Oh
part of the ship, part of the crew, man.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna let that bike go.
Did it beat you up? Let that thing go, dude.
Oh, dude.
Throw it. Throw that shit.
It didn't get like as messed up because I think the fender's so short, it's not gonna like bounce on the fender and then get thrown all around. And I just held on the whole time and I was able to be like good. My suspension was all crooked, but nothing else really broke, which is pretty cool.
Last one, dude, when you were doing a Larry, and then the bike got away from you?
Yeah.
And then it drug you around the parking lot for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, Trent was there for that one.
No video. It sounded so glorious, though.
Oh, it was great, dude. I was doing I'm just trying to learn feet up, drifting. I was getting good. I was going 20 feet wide, best drifts ever. Then all of a sudden, I was hanging on, and then I just high-sided. And well, from my wreck earlier that month, my crash bar got shifted over to the right so much, so when I high-sided, the tip sensor didn't shut the bike off. It just kept making the bike go. And so I got stuck underneath the bike, and I got dragged in a circle while I'm yelling at Trent to help me. And I just got all chewed up.
Me, this is horrible.
He's standing there just watching me. It was the funniest thing ever.
Oh my God, I wish I could have had that on video.
I wish I have all my crashes on video.
I used to have this pit bike, we called it Little Harry. It was a XR75 with a 120 SICK MC motor in it, 5-speed. Big tall suspension. We call it Little Harry because it f***ed everybody up that rode it. It was Harry to ride. And Matt D, Matt Efron came to the shop. He's like, oh, let me wheelie that thing. I'm like, well, if it gets away from you, throw it, dude. Just let it get away from you because it'll fucking tangle you up real bad. So he rides a wheelie, loops it, and then he loops it and just holds onto the throttle with one hand, and it goes into a pinned fucking wheelie and dragging him in a circle through the parking lot. Just, yeah, he's fucking holding on for dear life, getting drugged. We're laughing our asses off. I had that shit on video. I wish I could still find that someday. Oh my God.
I remember the day I learned hand drags when I was younger on my KLX. I did a couple, I got super pumped up. I was got my dad, I'm come check out this new trick I learned. No helmet, no nothing. Just went for a hand drag on the KLX, looped out, crashed. The bike did a couple somersaults. I was rolling on the pavement and I ended up twisted into the bike. My dad looks at me, goes, nice trick, and then just walks away. Didn't even check if I was okay or nothing. He was just laughing, just nice.
Nice trick, asshole.
Walks away.
Hell yes. What's your best cop story? I know you got a good one.
Cop story, dude. I went to a ride out called Broward on Top, and there was probably 300-400 people there. And
where's that at?
Broward County, Florida. Broward County, Florida.
Down in the fucking Thule sticks down there, huh?
I have no idea. It's right near Miami,
yeah.
Fort Lauderdale area, I guess. But that ride out was...
Never been down there.
It's amazing. Amazing riding down there. Best streets you'll ever hit. I mean, Arizona's awesome streets, but...
Sometimes.
Yeah,
some bad ones too, but...
The pavement there really chews you up if you fall.
Yeah.
In Florida, for sure. It's grated, it's like a cheese grater. But during that ride, there was 4 or 5 Florida Highway Patrol, and they were just all 4 lanes, side to side. I watched 3 people get hit and taken down, arrested right away. That was pretty crazy. I've never seen...
Florida goes hard with that shit. Even the bicycle ride-outs, they f kids up on bicycles all the time.
Oh, all the time.
Run them off the road on their bikes, pepper spray them off their bikes. It's wild shit.
Yeah, I never really got bothered in Massachusetts. I mean, to be honest, I'm more of a lot rider instead of a street rider.
Man, you guys just got f***ed up Friday night on the mini ride down Tempe. Lesson learned after Friday night, don't ride minis in Tempe, Arizona. Cops ain't got nothing else to do. It went down.
It was crazy.
Tell me a story.
It was crazy.
Tell me a goddamn story.
Big ride out, probably 40 of us. We were just kind of f***ing around, and we were doing some wheelies. I was with my group of friends, Becca, Derek, and TJ, and we were just going down the road, and we were kind of separated a little from the pack. I don't know who was up front, but they were doing wheelies. 2 cops pulled around, basically split the pack into 2. And we obviously all stopped, and we watched the cops chase the rest of the pack, and we just kind of pulled over, waited 10 minutes, started going the same direction. Couldn't tell you why, because we knew the cops were there. And we saw our buddy was arrested right there on the sidewalk, just handcuffs. Yep, free Sammy.
Sammy's Instagram.
I think it's Sammy883.
Sammy883.
Yep.
Yeah, he got taken out by Spooner. We all heard the story, Spooner. We know you're the one that wiped him out.
There's no lying.
No bullshitting. He wiped him out. Sammy went down in 4th gear, couldn't get the bike to start again. Cops tackled him and lit him up with 4 felony charges, dude.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So, the free Sammy stickers will be coming out pretty soon, I'm sure. Homie's gonna need some help. We might have to do a fundraiser for his lawyer or something, because They fucking lit him up, dude, on a goddamn mini bike. 4 felony charges. Are you fucking kidding me?
On
like,
a
get
bike.
a goddamn life already.
Dude, and like the distance between like where they lit him up and where they had him arrested was like 200 yards.
Yeah, 30 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour on a motherfucking mini bike. God forbid I'm gonna ruin this kid's fucking life and put him in jail and take his license for fucking eons because he's on a mini bike.
Dude, 20 years old too.
Dildos.
Couldn't do it.
You know? I don't know. We never got your favorite movie, dude.
Dude, I want to say it's the Goonies.
That's your favorite movie, but you didn't even know the name of it? I had to tell you?
It's been a while, man.
I'm saying you're bullshitting.
I'm not bullshit. Dude, I don't know. There's a lot of good movies out there.
You had that one movie that like you watched over and over again. As I know you're from a small town, so you watched a lot of movies.
I watched a lot of movies.
Especially like when it's cold, there's nothing to do. So there had to be like that movie that you watched over and over again and had like an impact on your life. For me, it was Conan the Barbarian. Conan really instilled a fucking what it was to be a man for me, you know? And I've pretty much lived my life by the teachings of Conan my whole life, you know? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. It's really what it's all about, dude.
I would say the Book of Eli.
Kicking fucking ass and smashing everybody's hoe, you know what I'm saying?
I just
The Book
watched
of Eli is a great movie.
so many movies, but I would say the Book of Eli.
Yeah?
I love
All-time
that
favorite?
movie. Yep.
It's a good movie. Samuel. He's not Samuel Jackson. What the fuck's that dude's name? Oh, he's really good too.
I know who you're talking about. Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. And on that note, it's fucking hot. I want to turn the AC back on. My name's Ryan Kruesi.
I'm Sammy
Stunts. I'm going to talk him into changing his name to Samuel Not Quite Jackson. I think you guys should comment down below. Go hit him up on Instagram and tell him how it should be. Check him out. The kid's a killer. He shreds. KruesiOriginals.com. Stay posted. We're going to do these quite regularly. This is a knife. Peace.